Warning, you are about to watch footynutguy. Be afraid. Be very afraid.
Hi everyone and welcome to my latest video. So I haven't made a video in ages, but with everything that's been going on in the YouTube community lately, it's made me pretty angry. You know the sort of thing. Certain people who I won't mention have been letting us all down. They've been abusing their position, their trust, and I don't know the full stories, but the stories vary from as little as they were just being prats to could be as bad as rape. Apparently there may even be some criminal charges going on about it, but I don't know about that. But those who've been following it know more about it than me. But I've just found it disgusting, and made me so angry that I just could not control myself making a video. But I've read something today and it made my blood boil even more, so I just had to vent about it. Basically, you may remember I made a video ages ago called Sam Pepper is an Asshole. Well, it looks like I've been proved right in the worst possible way. The videos have been taken down now apparently, but he made a video where he's... can't even get the words right, I'm so angry. Apparently he made a video where he was pinching women's backsides and making it look like it was acceptable. Now, I don't know if these women, it was just a random women in the street, or if it was part of a setup, because he did claim it was a prank. But even that, if it's a prank, it's still completely unacceptable, and in my opinion it just proved that I was right in the first place and Sam Pepper is an asshole. Now, I've seen some of the reaction on Facebook and a few other places, and thankfully most people are pretty angry. Unfortunately there are some people defending him, which basically I think what he's done is indefensible. Women's bodies, well, men's and women's bodies are their own. You do not touch them without their consent, especially not in the private areas. Okay, in the nerd fighter community we give each other hugs, and if people say no, they don't hug, you don't hug them, but otherwise you give people hugs when you meet them. That's fine, but you don't touch them in your private areas, do you? Okay, I know some of you know that I'm blind and I've got a symbol cane, and I do accidentally bang into people because with it. So in a way I am breaking my own rule, but then again I can't see. But this guy has got good eyesight and has got no excuse and was doing this deliberately. Now, I don't know if I've accidentally brushed up against someone in a private part with the cane, or maybe even accidentally with the hand, because I do know I accidentally brush against people occasionally, but that's because I can't see, and if I have, I apologise, but I don't think I have. But this just makes me so angry, I can't even get the words straight. But this is completely unacceptable. If this was... get it out. If this was just random women in the streets who didn't have a clue what was going on, then he should be prosecuted. I don't know what the law will be, but it's not a prank at all. And I have been staying away from somewhere in the city for the last few years, partly because he was there, because I never liked the toe rag anyway. Shouldn't swear, but you know what I mean. And now, basically, hopefully the YouTube community will reject this asshole, and I'll make a return. So, hopefully I'll get my composure soon, and I'll be able to come back to making videos properly. But for now, I'm going to stop now, because otherwise I'm going to say something may not be wise, but God, I think that guy should be put up against the wall and shot. But mate, basically, alright, I tell you, when I was a kid, I was in school, and basically the deputy headmaster used to put his arm round my shoulder. The hand would slowly come down my back, blah blah blah, straight down the back of my pants. Thankfully, I wore tight pants, so we didn't get very far. And unfortunately, at the time, that was called gay. I didn't know the word paedophile at the time. No one else in the school did. So we thought what we now call paedophile was gay. So I was brought up hating gay people, and it wasn't until the mid-90s that I heard the word paedophile and realised I'd been hating the wrong people all these years. But now I know, thankfully, that I made a mistake. Well, I was taught wrong in a way, but and then, as most of you know, I had a major back operation when I was 14, and I went into a place called Heswell Hospital. I knew something funny was going on in the hospital, but thankfully they did not touch me. I'll give you an example. Some of the kids were taken out on special days out, supposedly with celebrities, but I never got to find out if that was accurate. But I was always wondering why they never took me out. And then when they came back, they were always crying. A bit confusing. Recently, I've found out that they were abused. Now, I don't know if there were any celebrities, but whoever these people were swines, and some of them went off to the Bryn homes in Wales, Bryn Estyn, Bryn Allen, and maybe in another one, I'm not sure. Abused again. Now, a friend of mine's known this for years and has kept this information from me because basically one of the girls I fancied at the time was abused. So it's one of the reasons why I find this subject, particularly bad. In the original Sam Pepper video that I called him an asshole, he was asking his fans to give him money so he could buy a bus. Now, I believe Sam Pepper's fans are mostly under 16, so firstly it's wrong to ask for money from girls that young anyway, but inviting them on a bus to party. Now, I have been told that since I made that video that he was only asking for money for over 18s, but even so, if possibly young fans were going on that bus, I do not know, but it was just the wrong thing for him to do. And now finding out he's been pinching girls' behinds possibly without their consent. Even if it was with their consent, it should not have been in a video to try and normalise it, because it just is not normal. People's bodies are their own, as I've said, and you should not be going around touching them in places they wouldn't want to be touched. So, right, I've been muffling for too long, but I think I hopefully got my message across. And once I've calmed down, if I ever calm down from this thing because of all the paedophiles in Westminster and the cover-ups that are still going on with that, it's just making me so angry. One of these days I'll calm down and I'll start making videos again properly. So in the meantime, I'll see you again soon. Ta-ra!
You've been watching footynutguy, which makes you nuts.